You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 4. Cheer! Yes, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. At this time, I got my special guest. She's an artist, she's a writer, and she got a story to tell. I got Hazel on the show. Hazel, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good. Welcome to my show.
Oh, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes, so are you ready for this interview?
Yeah, defo ready.
So we're going to start off with, where are you from?
I'm from Birmingham in the UK.
Okay, nice. And I have to say, you are the first person from the UK on my show, so
Oh, really?
welcome.
Oh, I'm glad I'm the first. That feels great. Thanks.
Yes. So describe yourself with one word about yourself and why.
Okay, I describe myself as creative, and I feel like I've been creative ever since I was like a teenager, and I feel that I can show that creativity throughout my music, my songwriting, and sometimes in the way I dress, the way I do my makeup. So I feel creative is one word that would describe me.
Okay, nice. So as we know, you're the artist. So what inspired you to make music, and what age did you start making music?
Okay, so I was inspired by all my life experiences, like everything I've been through. Everything has brought me to the day when I was to start doing my music. So it's basically all my past has made me want to do music, and I actually started quite late, as they would say in the music industry. So I started at age 39 and I'm 40 next year.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, so that's what my first single was out when I was 39. So I would say, it's never too late to start.
Of course. So you ain't know if you have a dream, anything's possible. That you just go for it. So that's good that you went for your dream. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So I also heard that you started a business. So tell us a little about that.
Okay, so the business, I'm no longer in that business anymore, but I did start a business in 2015, and it was called Soul of Heart UK, and it was basically a beauty and holistic treatment room. And in that room, I did treatments like facials, beauty treatments, and Indian head massage. And I helped people de-stress and unwind. And people who were maybe stressed out at work would come and see me, and they'd feel really, really de-stressed and relaxed after. And basically, I had that business for about 4 or 5 years. And I recently, in March 2020, I stopped trading in that business, and it was due to the fact that I didn't have the funds to continue, because you know how we was in the pandemic with the coronavirus.
Yes.
And everything. But I trust God with my life, and I know that I'm following God's plan for my life. And so it's like I took a leap of faith. So I know I'm going in a certain direction, but I have no longer got any control over what I'm doing. I'm leaving it to God, if you know what I mean. So That's the plan of my life. I'm just leaving it to God and see where it takes me.
Yes, I definitely understand. Yes, and I'm glad that you went that route, and that's really amazing. So let's talk about your beginnings of your life journey.
Okay.
Like how was you growing up, and how compared to how are you today? What helped you on that route today as well?
Okay, so when I was growing up, I've always been quite anxious, but I maybe gave the impression that I was confident in maybe the way I dressed or the way I did my hair or the way I was really creative, but actually I was really quite anxious. And I started smoking cannabis before the age of 18, and because no one really talked about any bad effects to do with cannabis, I didn't think anything of it. And because it's known to everyone as being a safe drug, I didn't think anything of it. But for some people who have got a certain gene or who can be sensitive to it, it can affect them in a bad way, and it did affect me. I mean, I first started off having depression during my second year of college, and then later on that led to me having psychosis. And I do believe that cannabis was the start of the problems for me, really.
So
I
know you
can't remember the rest of the question.
Yeah. It was how was you growing up, and what compared to where are you now? Like how that made you as the person you are today?
Okay, so I feel that growing up and going through things like anxiety, depression, psychosis, and then obviously when I was suffering with psychosis, I was cross-sectioned and sent to a mental institution called Highcroft. And then after I was sent there, when the doctors thought I was better, I came out of there and I met my partner at the time, who's now my ex, I was in an abusive relationship with him for 4 years and ended up having my daughter with him. But then I left him, and because social services got involved and I had to choose between him and my daughter, and I chose to bring up my daughter with my family's support. So I think that everything in my past has made me become who I am today, because it's all about my life lessons and life experience, and everything I've been through has made me stronger. So I feel that it's made me learn how to forgive people in my past for maybe what they've done to me, and forgiveness is the only way I've been able to get through this. And I feel that everything in my past has made me who I am today, so it's because of my past.
Okay, nice. And I'm happy that you are still here to tell your story and
definitely,
and keep doing amazing things. So since we're on the topic of mental health, tell us a little more about your experience with anxiety, depression, and psychiatrists. And also let my audience know why mental health is so important.
Okay, so with anxiety, I suffer with that every day, really. It's just worrying about little things. And when it comes to driving, I'm terrible on roundabouts. I get so nervous on roundabouts. I avoid certain journeys just because they've got the big roundabouts on them. So that's one of the things that anxiety does to me. With depression, I've come out of depression. I no longer feel depressed. So I'm really thankful to God for that. My depression is completely gone. With psychosis, I manage that with my medication. I don't hear any voices anymore, but I think my medication has kept me going strong, and my faith in God has kept me going strong. And sorry, I forget when you asked me the question in a big go, I forget what you've asked me. So have I answered the first bit? What's the second bit?
Why is mental health so important?
Okay, so mental health is important because not a lot of people talk about it, or people might keep things to themselves because they might be embarrassed. They might be embarrassed to talk to people or feel that they're going to be judged. But it's really important to talk about it and have a strong support network around you. If it's family that you trust, friends that you trust, make sure you have a support network, people that will look out for you and that can help pick you up when you're down, and to look out for signs of your behaviour changing, so they can look out for you. I've always had my family's support. My family have been there for me 100%, and I've got through it with my family's help. So it's really important to have people around you that can help you. And obviously it's really important to talk to people as well, so you're not the only one.
Yes, I'm definitely agree. And I actually do go through mental health as well. I deal with anxiety and depression, especially during yes. And I started getting anxiety around the pandemic. So I mean, now I'm working towards it now. I'm doing a lot more better than I once was. So it's just like you take everything one day at a time, and it is important. I feel like everybody should talk about it because you don't know who else is going through it. So
definitely.
So like I said, thank you for telling your story, because everybody needs to know your story. Everybody needs to know what everybody's going through, because you never know what everybody's going through. So I thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. You never know who you could be inspiring. So it's
exactly.
Yes.
So what I would ask you is, what advice do we have for anybody that going through mental health? Like what advice do you have for them?
Just if you're going through mental health problems and you've been diagnosed from the doctor and they've prescribed you medication, even though at the beginning you might think, oh, I don't want to take this medication, because I was like that at the beginning. I thought, no, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not unwell. I don't need this medication. I don't want to take it. Even if you feel like that, take it, because at the beginning especially, you're so vulnerable, and the medication, it does help you. I mean, the number of times I've tried to come off my antipsychotics and I've had a relapse, which means I know the medication is really helping me, and without it I wouldn't be able to function the way I do on a day-to-day basis. So I know how important it is. So the one thing I would say is, if you are prescribed some medication, please just take it. If you want to decide to stop taking it after years and years and years when you're fine, that's up to you to decide and go down that route. But at the beginning, initially, it's really going to help you. So I would listen to the doctor, take it, maybe along with some counselling, but don't disregard it and think that you can do without it, because it's really helped me. It's really been something that's helped me. And when I've tried to come off it, as I said, I've had a relapse and my life has gone back to square one, and I would never wish that on anyone, what I've been through, to go back to square one. Never.
Yes, and good advice, and thank you for, like I said, continue to tell your story.
Oh, thank you.
So, as you know, we are in a pandemic. We are still in a pandemic. We're about to hit a year in the pandemic. So, what I have for you is, what have you learned from the pandemic, and how did it affect you?
I've learned that family is really important. Not to take the little things for granted, because everyone, like little things like going out for meals or hugging someone or meeting up with your loved ones, not to take anything for granted at all. It was the next bit, how did it affect me?
Yes.
I think it's made me stronger, because my faith in God, I think God protected me and my family and the people who I know and love. So we've got through this together, and it's made us all stronger as a family. And I just believe that, I don't know, I feel the love of God around me. I feel God's presence. You know, He's protected so many people, even though we've had so much misery from this pandemic, and so many people have been hurt or killed by this pandemic. There's also been so much love. There's also been so many people who've been spared, and so many people who we've got to give thanks for God for helping us through this pandemic.
Yes, agree. And the best thing we can do is just come together and just be stronger and just continue to have faith in God. So I definitely agree with you on that. So, but I do got another question that not on my sheet. So, how was the pandemic in UK? Like, how is it out? How was it out there? How is it now?
Okay, so March of last year, it was quite strict with a major lockdown, and I can't remember how long. I think it was in place until the summer, and then it eased off. Wow. And then obviously when it eased off, after it eased off, the cases rose again. Like, there was lots of people coming down with coronavirus, and so now at the moment we've just been in another lockdown. I think it was from January till it's going to last until April the 12th, I think, and then slowly things are going to start reopening. Businesses are going to be allowed to reopen, like hairdressers, barbers, and then slowly restaurants, hospitality. So it's going in stages, and apparently by June the 21st, I think it's June the 21st, everything's going to be, all the restrictions are going to be gone and lifted.
Oh wow.
What about where you are? How is it for you? Like,
I know. Well, I'm in the United States, New York, and
Yeah.
in March, and you already know March was really bad for us. It was really bad for us. We were like the worst. We had the worst cases and stuff like that. But as time went down, and by summer it went down, then it rises again a little bit. Now things is basically we want to slowly open up now. Stuff like restaurants just open up again, and now we're about to open up arenas and stuff like that. So we slowly like opening up by piece.
Yeah, like UK is doing that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just glad when things officially get back open for everybody. That would be an amazing time.
Definitely, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. The little things, like, you just can't wait for the little things, like going shopping or going for a meal and stuff, like getting your hair cut, going to the hairdressers. It's just the little things you look forward to.
Yes. Yeah, I got my haircut yesterday, so I feel good now. So I feel good again.
Yeah, I know loads of people here waiting to get their hair cut still because they're not open. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's get back to brighter notes and more positive topics. So what is your dream venture? Something that you always want to do?
Okay, I'm stuck with that question because I've always wanted to do something really creative. So I feel that I'm following my dream venture of becoming like a singer-songwriter, because I've always been creative with writing songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that I'm following my dream. The other thing I probably would say I've always wanted to do, which I haven't done, is open up like a healthy restaurant with like healthy foods, because there's so many fast food places out there. I was thinking of maybe doing like a restaurant with healthy burgers and healthy foods, and like people are going use corn and meat-free versions of food. I was thinking of doing I wanted to do like a restaurant with them beef burgers, which isn't really beef, but for people who want to maybe stop eating meat. So that's something that I would want to do in the future. If I could do anything else, that would be good.
Yeah, and we do need a lot more healthy restaurants and stuff like that. So that would be a dope idea. You should definitely do it.
Oh yeah. I don't know, it's just like a dream, but I don't know if I will, but I just take it a step at a time. Just focus on my singer-songwriting first and see how it goes.
Yeah, you already know anything is possible, so just put your mind to it. Anything is possible. So I know you got a single out right now. We're gonna talk about that a little later. But what other projects do you have going on?
Okay, so I'm currently working on a song, which I'm not going to reveal too much about it. But it was going to be like a song that I was going to release like within the next month. But I've changed my mind about it. It sounds quite Christmassy. I've been working online with the producer, and he's made like the backing track sound quite Christmassy, so it might be postponed till Christmas when I release this song. And then in the meantime, after that's been done and I'm working on that, I'm going to be working on another song with another guy who's going to play the guitar on it, and it's going to be a song about my experience with domestic violence. So I've got two projects going on, two songs that are going to be probably out this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and what do you have to say for anybody going the same route as you, as in like, what you've been through and the music and stuff like that?
I think you're never too old to start. Don't let anyone make you think you need to be in your 20s or to do anything, or that you're too old if you're nearly 40 or whatever. If God's got a plan for you and it's your time to do it, it will happen. So don't let anyone put you off. If anyone says you can't do something, and if they say you're not good at something, or they're negative towards you, just know that God's got a plan for your life, and you don't need to listen to what anyone says. As long as you know God's got a plan for you and your life, you follow your dreams. That's what I would say.
Okay, nice. So we're gonna play a little game, and this game we're gonna play is 5 random topics. Where I ask you,
Okay.
so I ask you 5 topics, and you give me a short or long response on whatever I ask you. So are you ready?
Okay.
All right. So don't worry. These are easy. Don't worry. I got you.
I hope so.
So the first topic is, what is your favorite type of music?
Oh, my favorite type of music. When this question gets asked, I never know how to answer it because it depends on where I am or what mood I'm in, because I do like a lot of different types of music. So it depends on what mood I'm in, because I like old school garage. Do you have garage in America?
Garage? I don't think so. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, old school garage, and I like old school R&B. I like it. I don't know if you've heard. Do you have UB40 in America?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like a bit of UB40. So I like a little bit of everything. I could never say I like one type of music, because I like a little bit of everything, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
I do. I like a lot of stuff too, but my main thing is R&B. I like R&B. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, I just can't decide, because it depends on what mood I'm in as well. It depends on where I am, who I'm with, and that would determine like what I'll be listening to. And I could never just choose one. It always depends on the day with me.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Second one is, what's your favorite food?
Okay, food. That's the same as music. I love everything. So I love food. So I love fast food, like all types of fast food. But I love home cooked food as well. I love like a roast dinner. I love Indian foods. I love, as I said, I could never pick just one food. I'm a foodie. I do love most types of food. I don't think I could pick, and I do love my McDonald's. Okay, I love Big Macs from McDonald's. So if I could pick one, probably a Big Mac.
Yeah, I like a Big Mac too. I haven't had it in a while though, but I like a Big Mac as well.
I haven't had that in a while, but yeah, I do love Big Macs. So yeah.
All right, so do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah, it's from 2004. Do you remember White Chicks?
Yes, I do.
That's a classic. I'm watching that every time that comes on. I'm always watching it. So yeah, I would say that's my favorite movie. I'm not really a movie person as well. I don't watch a lot of movies, but when I saw that one, it had to be on repeat. That always makes me laugh.
Yeah, it does for me too. All right, so if you had to pick any celebrity that you want to meet, who would that be?
I can't think. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. I can't really think of any celebrity. I don't know, because if I had to meet, does it have to be a celebrity?
It could be anybody.
Because I was gonna say, if I had to meet anyone in the world, it'd be someone like Jesus, because they were just such an inspirational person.
Yeah.
But I can't think of anyone like a celebrity that I'd want to meet. But if I could meet anyone in the world, it'd be someone like Jesus, because they were such a inspirational, loving soul that. Yeah, so someone like that.
I mean, that's a good answer. That is a good answer, though. I do want to meet Jesus as well. That is a good answer. I'm not gonna lie. And and the last one, what is your goal for 2021?
My goal for 2021 is to carry on being positive, not letting any negativity throw me off track. Is to continue to make my music, continue to follow God's plan, regardless of what anyone says about me or what anyone tries to say. I can't do this, I can't do that. Is to just continue to focus and believe in myself. That's what I want to do for 2021.
Okay, nice. And so before you go, we're gonna play your song "Out of Mind." So tell us about it and what inspired you to create the song.
Okay, so it's Out in My Mind is all about my battle with psychosis and how I overcame it with my faith in God. So it just talks about how my mind has gone quiet now, because before my mind, all I would hear is abusive voices, and I'd be so paranoid, and I'd hear voices constantly every day at my worst point when I suffered with psychosis really bad before the medication started working. My mind would be consumed with voices. So I'll talk about how now my mind has gone quiet. I don't hear abusive voices anymore. I might suffer with anxiety, yeah, but it's nothing like psychosis with the intensity of the negative abusive voices. So it talks about how my mind has gone quiet with my faith in God. I've overcome it. Yeah, so that's it really, just about psychosis and overcoming it.
Okay, got you. So we're gonna play that song. So I just want to say thank you, Hazel, for coming on my show.
It's a pleasure.
And thank you for telling your story. And I know a lot of people will be inspired by your story. And once again, just thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for tell us everything about your art and your music and everything. So I thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, because I was so anxious, but you put me at ease, and you didn't make me feel so anxious. So thank you for that.
I'm glad I could really help you with that. So what I need you to do is drop your social media where everybody can reach you, and drop where everybody can listen to your song.
Yeah, so my social media on Instagram, I think it's hazel_eyed_rose on Instagram. Have you got that?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got that.
And then Facebook, because on Facebook I don't think I did the same. I think I put hazel_eyed_rose, and yeah. So will you be putting my links on the podcast, or?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Okay.
And also, where can you listen to your song?
Okay, so my music's available on Spotify, on YouTube, and on most online stores like Amazon and iTunes, Apple Music, but the main one's Spotify and YouTube. So yeah, it's definitely on there, so hopefully you can check it out.
Yes, yeah, and congrats, you're doing really good in Spotify right now too. So I want to say congrats on that too. Keep doing your thing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So we'll be right back and check out her song Out of Mind right now. You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast Season 4. Cheer!